Today we're going to show you how to enable TurnItIn for one of your assignments, and then how to change some of the settings in TurnItIn to customize it to what you want it to report and what you want it to allow. So in your assignment, click Edit, scroll down to Submission Type, and in the drop-down menu, select External Tool. Then click Find, scroll down, and click TurnItIn LTI and select. Then save the assignment. And you'll see it looks a little bit different. So if you want to get back into the actual assignment to edit things like these instructions or the due date, click on Edit Assignment Settings. You also have settings that are specific to TurnItIn. So click on Settings, and some things to note here is you don't really have to worry about these assignment titles or instructions because you have them listed in the original assignment on Canvas, but take note of these dates. If you make any changes into the original assignment about due dates, just double check and make sure that they're reflected here. So let's go to optional settings. One of the major sources of frustration that people didn't know about is that we have to check whether or not you want it to allow late submissions. By default, it does not accept late submissions. So click yes if you want your students to be able to turn things in late. It will still mark in your gradebook that they've submitted it after the due date, so you can handle that however you want, but it still gives them the option to submit. Otherwise, they're going to email you and say, can I just email you my paper? There's some other settings here you can look into, like what do you want to be excluded from the originality report, bibliographic materials, quoted materials, things like that. So you can make those adjustments here. In terms of attaching a rubric to the assignment, we do recommend staying with the rubrics in Canvas because that is where the students go and are used to going for their grading information. So we recommend staying with that in there. And once you change all the settings you want, make sure it's doing everything you want it to do, just click Submit, and your changes were saved successfully. So that should be everything you need to know about making any adjustments to TurnItIn, especially if it's acting funky or giving your students an error message. You can check there first.